Hello and welcome to the Bike Century. My name's Ben and today I'm going to be showing you around this Honda CBR600RR. Obviously a Supersport in terms of class. This is the third generation or perhaps even the fourth generation. They've facelifted them a number of times. First came out in 2003 and really changed the game. You know, Honda really produced a bike that was competitive in the Supersport class, and the bare bones of the bike has continued on, you know, right up even to this day. I mean, you can still look at the current model or the outgoing model that's being produced in Japan, and still see, you know, glimmers of the original design. This is a 2009 bike. It's covered 12,000 miles. It's a really nice, tidy example. One of my favourite Supersport bikes. No electronics or anything like that. No interference, just a pure thoroughbred rider's machine. As you probably already guessed, it's a 600cc or 599cc inline four. And these produce somewhere between 115, 120 horsepower at the wheel, depending on which website you read and believe, but plenty fast enough for the road. It's a real rev machine, but being a Honda, very reliable, build quality is very good, and quite easy to ride if you're not familiar with Supersport bikes as well. You don't have to use all the power, it's at the top of the revs, so riding around town you literally could be riding anything. Starting at the front end then, the bike's on Dunlop tyres. It's got massive front brakes. I think they're 310mm as standard. It's got radially mounted 4-pot Tokiko brakes, and this particular bike has had a braided hose upgrade, which is a nice modification to have on a Supersport bike. Just helps to give some consistency and feel on the front end when the brake fluid starts to heat up, particularly if you were on a track or something like that. Nice condition front end. It's got the upside down forks, which are adjustable, so you've got preload, high and slow speed compression dampening if you're so inclined, but the standard settings on this bike are pretty good, I have to say. Cosmetically, it's finished in the red black. It's also got some contrasting grey plastics, which look really nice. Cosmetically, it's in very good condition. There's a few little blemishes here and there that I'll try and point out as we go, but on the whole, this is a nice, tidy bike. No signs of ever being dropped or banged or anything like that at all. Of course, HPI clear, as all of our bikes are, and relatively unmolested as well. As you can see, it's not been pulled about too much. So at the back, you've got this unit Prolink alley swing arm, kind of a signature piece of the 600RR range. It has got some paddock stand lifters there as well. The bike will have a rear tyre before it goes. This particular tyre is just below where we would be comfortable releasing it. As I pan up, you'll see that there is an Akrapovic exhaust on there, which sounds very nice. There is a factory baffle in there, which can be removed. As it is at the moment, it sounds just that little bit sharper than it would do with the standard exhaust, but it's not obnoxiously loud, so your neighbours will thank you for that, I'm sure. I mentioned little blemishes. One of the things that we do see with these under-seat models all the time is a little bit of heat burn, and as you can see just underneath there, the paint is blistered. That's probably where the bike has either been left stood in traffic for quite a long time without moving, or potentially where a pillion has been sat and it's just pushed the seat down towards the exhaust. On the top of the seat unit, there's no damage at all. You wouldn't be able to see it. It's obviously just if you're getting underneath the bike, but obviously we like to point these things out so people know exactly what they're getting. We've got the pillion seat. Obviously you can see it's the official Honda colour-coded seat cowl on there. It looks really nice. Obviously the pillion pegs are still attached to the bike. Around the front, you've got the signature front end with a great big air intake right in the centre there, the twin lights. Only one of those running lights works normally during the day, and then the other one is the high beam. On this side, it's very much the same. Bodywork's in nice condition. You may find some stone chips in the belly pan just behind the front wheel, which is obviously perfectly normal for a Supersport bike. There's a few little marks just on the engine case in there, perhaps where someone's foot's rubbed against it or something like that. But again, if you look for all the telltale signs of drops and stuff, like the bar ends, the levers, they're all very clean. So I suspect that is literally a friction rub of some kind. Paintwork on the swing arm and everything like that is good. You can see the paddock stand bobbins on the back there. Things like chains, sprockets, brakes, tyres are all checked during our pre-delivery inspection, and if they need doing, they would just get done as well. The bike comes with 2 keys, the owner's manual and service history, as you would expect. This particular model, as I said, I think this is either the 3rd or the 4th generation. It's hard to tell nowadays. Actually came with an electronic steering dampener, which is all tucked underneath the tank here. It's quite a nice thing because the front end of these bikes is quite light, and it just helps get you out of trouble if you get that shopping trolley wheel effect under acceleration. Nice simple dash with these. This particular model came with the addition of a fuel gauge, which is a nice thing to have on a Supersport bike. Obviously you've got your rev counter, your neutral light, speed, mileage there, 12,336. You've got your temperatures, and obviously you've got a clock as well. Let's give her a spin over for you so you can have a listen. As you can see, it sounds just that little bit crisper than it would have done with a standard exhaust, but it's not obnoxiously loud, which is quite nice. But if you pop that baffle out, it opens up just another level of sound as well. So personally, I would have that thing straight out, but it depends on how friendly you are with your neighbours, I guess. So this bike will come with free delivery. It comes with a 3-month warranty as well. We do offer things like finance and part exchange. So if they're things that you're interested in, or you've got any general questions about the bike, please feel free to reach out. We've got WhatsApp, we've got live chat, we've got all the social medias. Of course, you can pop into the showroom to see the bike and have a chat, or you can give us a call and we'll do our best to answer any questions that you've got. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.